Have you ever wondered what the world will look like when humans and machines become indistinguishable from one another? When a robot will be able not only to mimic our movements, but also to understand us, sense the situation, and make decisions on its own? This is no longer futurism or a scene from a science fiction movie. This is reality, and its name is Figure 01. Today we are going to tell you about one of the most advanced humanoid robots of our time, developed by the American company Figure. This robot is not just a technological novelty, it is the beginning of a new era, the beginning of the very changes that futurists have long been predicting. This is not just another step in the robotics development, it is a leap that is changing the very essence of the concepts of work, productivity, automation, and even humanity. Figure 01 is not just a machine with arms and legs. It is an autonomous, intelligent, and adaptive humanoid robot that even today is capable of performing many tasks traditionally carried out by humans. It can walk, work, interact with objects, understand its surroundings, and adapt to new conditions. But most importantly, it learns. And not simply by following preloaded algorithms, but by truly developing through work, analyzing the world around it using next-generation artificial intelligence. This robot is the result of the work of the American company Figure, founded in the year 2022 by entrepreneur Brett Adkins. The Figure team includes engineers who previously worked at giants such as Tesla, Apple, Boston Dynamics, Google DeepMind, and SpaceX. These are some of the brightest minds in the fields of robotics, artificial intelligence, mechatronics, and neural network architectures. From the very beginning, their goal was not just to build another robot that could walk and wave its hand. Their ambition was to create a universal humanoid assistant capable of replacing humans in routine, difficult, or dangerous work. And now that goal no longer seems like science fiction. Figure 01 is the company's first humanoid robot, and it is already functioning in real-world environments. It stands at approximately 170 centimeters tall, weighs around 60 kilograms, and visually resembles a slim human being. Its movements are surprisingly smooth and precise. The robot can calmly walk through a room, avoid obstacles, squat, bend, turn, maintain balance, and most importantly, use its hands to carry out complex manipulations. Unlike most existing robots which are designed for a single specific task, Figure 01 is universal. It can work in warehouses, manufacturing plants, retail environments, logistics, and even domestic settings. This is not just a voice-controlled vacuum cleaner or a box assembling machine. It is a full-fledged platform capable of self-learning, interacting with the real world, and most importantly, making independent decisions based on data analysis. So let us take a closer look at its technical characteristics. This will help explain why Figure 01 is considered a true breakthrough. First, its motion system can be called a genuine masterpiece of engineering. It has 25 degrees of freedom, each one controlled by its own servo drive. This allows it to move in a way that closely mimics human motion. It can smoothly raise its arms, bend its fingers, rotate its wrists, bend its knees, step onto the floor with the correct force, maintain balance on uneven surfaces, and even imitate fine motor movements, such as picking up a pen or lifting a thin plastic part. This is not an animation or a trade show demonstration. This is a truly functioning mechanism. Second, its sensory system. Figure 01 is equipped with an array of cameras, lidars, and infrared sensors. High-resolution cameras allow it to see the environment in color and in great detail. LiDAR helps it build a three-dimensional map of its surroundings in real time. It sees not only objects, but also depth, distance, and motion. The robot can detect a small object on the floor, track a person's hand over the correct tool without dropping it. Moreover, its artificial intelligence can recognize gestures, facial expressions, the direction of a person's gaze, and even their emotional state. This enables it to be not just an executing mechanism, but an active participant in human interaction. But the heart of Figure 01 is, of course, its artificial intelligence. Its brain is built on the foundation of the latest neural network architectures, including models developed by OpenAI. The robot can interpret commands, make decisions under uncertainty, predict the consequences of its actions, and even learn while performing tasks. Imagine that you show it how to complete a task once, and it remembers, optimizes, and can repeat it, and later apply the same principles in a different situation. That is true adaptability. Its hands deserve special attention. Each hand is an entire system with numerous degrees of freedom, capable of performing delicate manipulations. It can pick up a cup without spilling the water. It can hold a tablet, tap the screen, turn a door handle, tighten bolts, and even type on a keyboard. Its tactile sensors allow it to recognize the applied force and sense the strength with which it interacts with an object. This is not the rough grip typical of industrial robotic machines. This is fine, almost human-like motor control. The battery of Figure 01 allows it to operate for up to 5 hours without recharging. Moreover, the battery is modular and easy to replace. In the future, the plan is to extend the autonomous working time to between 8 and 10 hours, as well as to introduce automatic recharging through docking stations. This means the robot will be able to work almost around the clock in a shift system, replacing several workers at once. It is important to note that Figure 01 does not work in isolation. It is connected to a cloud-based learning system that allows it to receive updates, share experiences with other robots, and enrich its skills through collective learning. If one Figure 01 learns how to perform a new task, all the others will also be able to do it after an update. This fundamentally changes the approach to robot training. There is no need to teach each robot individually. It is enough to train one, and the others will follow. Now let us move on to real-world applications. Where is Figure 01 already working today? One of the first real cases is its collaboration with the automobile manufacturer BMW. The robot works on the assembly line, helping to sort parts, deliver components, and assemble small modules. It does not get tired, does not need lunch breaks, and does not make mistakes caused by fatigue. Moreover, it can work in hazardous zones where humans are at risk of injury. This significantly increases both the safety and the efficiency of production. The next area is warehousing and logistics. Here, Figure 01 can sort parcels, move boxes, scan barcodes, and distribute goods by category. It can handle tasks similar to those performed by workers at Amazon or FedEx, but without downtime, sick leave, or errors caused by human factors. But the potential is much broader. Figure 01 can work in the service sector, helping customers find products, cleaning up trash, and maintaining order. It could become a courier, a caregiver, an assistant in a hotel, a barista, or a waiter. And this is not a utopian vision. The first tests of such functions are already taking place in real establishments. And what if it were sent to places where humans should not go? Fires, technological disasters, contaminated zones, deep mines, military conflict areas. Figure 01 can be equipped with additional modules, cameras, and instruments and sent directly into the epicenter of danger. It can survey the area, deliver medicine, evacuate injured people, all without putting human lives at risk. It is worth mentioning that investments in Figure are measured in hundreds of millions of dollars. In the year 2024, the company raised $675 million from OpenAI, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, and other major players in the technology market. And this is no surprise. They clearly see the potential hidden within this development. They understand that Figure is not just a robot. It is a new industry, a new market, a new form of labor. The company has already announced that by the year 2026, it intends to produce hundreds of robots per year. Production capacities are being scaled up, new engineers are being hired, and partnership programs are being launched with industrial giants. Development is already underway on Figure 02, the next, even more advanced model. In addition, there are plans to create modifications designed to work outdoors, in rain, in heat, in frost, and even underwater. But with all this progress, questions inevitably arise. What will happen to the millions of people employed in routine physical labor? What will happen to the economy if between 30 and 40% of professions are replaced by robots within 10 years? Who will bear responsibility if a robot makes a mistake or causes harm? These are questions for which there are no clear answers yet. But the discussion has already begun, in governments, corporations, and universities, because no one wants to miss the moment when technology outpaces morality. One thing is clear. Figure 01 is changing the rules of the game. We are entering an era where the line between human and machine is becoming increasingly blurred. Robots are no longer just tools. They are colleagues, partners, and soon perhaps even competitors. But maybe this is the natural path of progress. After all, throughout its entire history, humanity has created tools that replaced manual labor. The wheel, the engine, the computer, all of them freed us from routine. Figure is simply the next step. Only this time, it is a step toward creating an entity capable of being almost like us. The world will never be the same. Figure 01 is not an experiment. It is the starting point of a new stage for humankind. And what that stage will look like, we are going to find out very soon.